Hey everyone, sorry for the long wait, but I am back with my newest build, Bloxy High School. This is a collab with Yume Cookie, so please check her out and I'll put her links down in the description. This school is my most expensive build yet. It is worth 2.5 million with 100% plot data. This is the front of the school, which looks best at sunrise, where the sun hits the front of the school nicely. Here's the school sign. And bike parking for the students. And parking for visitors and faculty. It has custom trees, which I'll be making tutorial for those in the future. And this is the entrance of the school. Here at the entrance, there are shoe lockers for students to change their shoes. It's custom with shelves and decals. This is the administration office with the information desk where students can ask everything about the school. And this is the teacher's lounge where teachers and faculty stand by and do their work outside of class. It has custom desks and furniture as well as a small kitchenette. Here's the meeting room for the teachers, which is also connected to the other side of the room, which we'll go to later. And it is also connected to the information desk. Next is the principal's office where the principal sits and does his work. You have pictures of Coeptus, the principal of the school, and here's a shelf of the trophies. The trophies are actually decals, since if we use actual trophies and books, it will fill up more plot data. Here's his desk with the Here's the bathroom at that side. Here's the map of the first floor. We have been to the faculty office, principal's office, and the administration office. Now next is the student council room. This is where the student council meets up and does their activities to plan out their work and events. It has custom stuff like the whiteboard, the cabinets, and the shelves. Honestly, I like resizing the crates because they look so adorable. And here is the lockers to the swimming pool. There's one for the girls and one for the boys. Here's the pool. It's pretty simple. We didn't get to add much stuff since we already maxed out plot data and we wanted to focus on the interior. lockers and more lockers outside. And next is probably everyone's favorite subject, lunch. This is the cafeteria with a custom vending machine and a water dispenser. This is made by Yume, and I think she'll do tutorials for those. So make sure to check her out. Here is the custom bento boxes. We both made these, and I might be doing tutorials for these too. And here's where you get your lunch. And more vending machines where you can get your drinks and get your tray with your plates and cups and choose the food you want. Can you guess the foods that we try to recreate? Comment down below. Got hungry making some of the food there, and here's some snacks. Here's the courtyard with some chairs and tables as well as a fountain, and here's the football field where students can play football, and the track field around it where they can race. It's actually hard to play the football since the ball doesn't go over the fence. This is the gymnasium with the basketball court. The basketball hoops itself are clonable, and they're easily movable if you want to change their position. This place is also where events are held, like the entrance ceremony. Here's the floor. We tried to make it as accurate as possible, and skylights. And here are the skylights, which was really fun to do. One of my favorite spots, especially during night or afternoon, since the lights that hang really shine, unlike during the daytime. And here are more locker rooms for those going to the gym. It's pretty much the same as the one near the pool, but it's a bit different since there's no entrance at the other side. Here are the classrooms. Each floor has 3 classrooms, but only 2 per floor have interiors to save plot data. Yume decorated the rooms while I did change some stuff, but she mostly did everything. She did custom tables and bags. Plot data wasn't easily maxed because we used a lot of custom stuff. We would have added more stuff. We both wanted to add more items in the room to give it more character. But since plot data is already maxed, we couldn't add more stuff. So if they added more plot data, we might go back and add more stuff in this build. Here's the restrooms for the girls, and here's the one for the boys. It has 2 stalls and 2 urinals. The urinals are custom, and the stalls are made from fences with fence gates. Next is the second floor. It's pretty much the same layout of the classrooms for the 3 floors. classrooms are a bit different with the items we added. Here's the classroom 2C and classroom 2B. Classroom 2A is empty, and here's the dojo. This is one of my favorite rooms since the cherry trees as the background is so pretty against the dark wood around the room. Has the custom swords made by Yume with a stand, also made by her, with the school logo. Each floor is actually for a different year in high school. And here's the third floor classrooms, with 3C being empty. And 3D is much more filled up. And here's 3A. Honestly, would have added a lot more stuff if there wasn't plot data. So I hope they find a way to add more plot data in the game. Now to the rooftop. There's actually 2 rooftop places in the school, one for each side, and this is the one on the left. This is where students hang out during break or after class. Now we're going through the rest of the third floor, then off to the second floor, then we're going out. This is the third floor map. We already finished the ones on the left, now to the library. This is the library. I actually like the lighting a lot during this time since the sun shines through the window. Makes it the perfect place to hang out after class. There's a lot of custom items such as the printer, and this is the librarian's desk. With a lot of custom stuff like the here's a computer area. And bookshelves. The actual books in the bookshelves are not real books but decals. And I think they actually look better than using regular books because it looks darker. I'll be posting a speed build of some spots and I'll be sharing the decal IDs. Yes, here's the PC room. This was a bit laggy, so I decided to add some simple custom computers. These add more plot data, but they actually make the place lag less since the computers contribute a lot of lag to the build. other rooftop, and right now it's night, so you can see the stars and the moon. Now to the second floor. This floor is mostly the club rooms, as well as another laboratory and the nurse's office. Here's some of the room. And we'll go back to this later. Now we're gonna go first to the music room. This is the music room. I really like this room a lot. It has a custom whiteboard with a music stand. And next is the art room. This one I really like since there's a lot of color and paintings. And a lot of clutter as well. The layout of this room is similar to the other classrooms, unlike the one in the music room. So if you can see, there's actually an elevation where the instruments are, and there's no blackboard around the room, only a whiteboard that's movable. This is the calligraphy room, where students can practice their calligraphy. My favorite thing in this room is the TV stand. This is the literature club room. This is for the people who really like to read. Almost forgot. The last two rooms at the side, these are just the same as the ones upstairs. And this is the science club room. It has custom items like the microscope, test tube racks, and Bunsen burners. I will do a tutorial for this and maybe more. These were the ones I tweeted out like early January. The microscope. The old one I don't know how to rebuild since I use techniques that you can no longer do since they changed structural placement. And this is the nurse's office. Yume decorated all of these, which really turned out well. Personally like the skeleton on the stand. It's so funny. This is some tools to check your height and weight. On this side is the sick bay with a small counter with a sink and beds for the students who need rest. This bed is custom, which is made by Yume. Really like them. It's like actual hospital beds. check out Yume Cookie, and there will also be speed builds and tutorials coming soon.